First of all, the numbers just came out showing builder sentiment it's the lowest since 2020, which is crazy. So that's something that's interesting. Austin just saw a $53,000 price haircut from May to June. What are your markets looking like?
I mean, our market's still super strong. What's up, Kevin from Lakeland, just down the I-4? So looking at actually our numbers came out for the week already as well. And I mean, it's funny because final listed sale price really for every factor is still 100%, 100.6%, 100.2%. What the weird thing was, you guys, I don't know if you see this, but like the under 250 crowd, I don't know why. That's actually the one that's selling the least in regards to list to sale ratio, which I would think like investors and a lot of these places would be buying them up even still under 250. But that's the only segment of our market that didn't see like at least 100% list to sale ratio recently.
Well, so what was it? Like how low, like what was the price difference?
Oh, 97%.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, could that just be like people are looking at those under 250 and it's just, for the most part, not good quality homes, so they're getting it under list price?
I mean, yeah, I mean, usually 250 here is going to be condo, manufactured home, something like that, you know?
So San Antonio, and our article just came out from the San Antonio Current, and it's saying that San Antonio is the top 50 cities with the biggest price drop. I thought that was pretty interesting.
San Antonio
I feel like
is?
Yeah.
What was your price drop?
So yeah, it's ended number 6 of the biggest metro price drops. But it's basically pulling the MLS data of, the amount of, going from 350 to 340. But if you look at the median house price and the average sales price has actually gone up, which is interesting. But the median home price, I mean, really stayed the same. So, I mean, it seems like it's just a big bunch of people are pumping the brakes, just kind of see what's happening. There is double the amount of inventory that San Antonio has seen. I don't know if you guys are seeing more inventory, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing.
So our local inventory is up 137% since January 1. But if you look at June 2020, or June 2020, there was actually more inventory on the market today, like in this time of year. Have you guys gone back and look at like how the inventory was like last summer and the summer before?
Yeah. So we're in Austin, we're at 9,500 units, which is about in city of Austin, we're at 1.8 months inventory, where last year at this time, and I have that information in front of me, we were at, what is this, 2021? We were at 0.6 months inventory. So we've more than tripled the inventory.
Wow.
We've seen this time last year, we're 1.2, 1.4, depending on which summer month you're looking at. And now we're at 2. It's a lot. It could be the new construction too, because there's been a lot of developments.
Yeah, I mean, that was the big critique for a while, was the amount of new builds that were coming online. I mean, that was what people said that was going to crash the Austin market, was the amount of new builds. But even then, they're still struggling. The stuff that's available in the MLS, you still can't just move into right now. A majority of it. Some of it you can, but it's still stuff that's not done.
We saw builders dumping entire neighborhoods on the market. So it was like, before you had to go to the neighborhood, see what they had available for you, build it, or buy a spec like along the way. They just said, hey, listen, we've got 80 lots left. We're going to list all 80 today. And then however long it takes to sell, it takes it. And so I think that's skewing the numbers here anyways. Are you guys seeing a bit of that too? Like builders just saying like, forget it, let's just dump all of our inventory on the MLS.
Yeah, Absolutely. We're seeing I'm seeing a lot of builder inventory on the MLS. I mean, if you look, 9,500 units, half of that is actually just completely vacant properties. Half of that is all new construction. So we're talking like 2,800 homes on the MLS are new construction. If you go back to January, we didn't even have 2,800 homes on the market. We had 1,800. So even all the way up through March. So just to see this amount of inventory, I mean, if you think about it, a third of the inventory is really new construction. So that adds, if that new construction is not there, I mean, you're talking only 6,000 homes on the market.
6,000 homes on the market?
In Austin, yeah.
Wow.
Or the MSA, our MLS, not the city of Austin only has like not that many homes on the market.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like with the increased amount of inventory that we're seeing, you're also seeing a bigger amount of price drops. And I feel like it's an opportunity, opportunity where people can buy a good house in a great neighborhood, and not really have to deal with the bidding wars anymore.
Yeah, 2,800 homes on the MLS are in the city of Austin. So if you think about that, out of 9,500 on the market, only 2,800 are actually in Austin proper. So
I'm looking mine up now.
So that being said, so Ken, it sounds like the Orlando market's still moving. I mean, we talked a couple weeks ago, and you said had slowed down, and all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, people were dropping back in. What are you seeing overall in your market?
Yeah, I mean that's we saw a huge slowdown in just inquiries. Like I'm like crazy about all these different inquiries and like KPIs that we follow. So like I look for like inbound leads, how many appointments are we going on, how many contracts are we writing, how many contracts are getting accepted, and then our listings, how many offers are coming in. And so really everything had slowed down 30 to 35% in regards to our amount of inquiries, all that kind of stuff. My team and I, we were writing like 15 offers a week and getting like 12 accepted a week, and now we're writing like 10 and getting 9 accepted. So it's roughly 35% less activity all around. And like every KPI that I follow. So that being said, I'm like waiting for prices to still drop. Like median price here is still going up, that's the kind of weird thing. I mean, when you look at like the average list to sale price, like I said, it's 100%, 100.1%. It's still like ticking up. It's just not, 1 to 2% a month, which is what we saw last year.
So what is the median price though? Like what does the median price get you?
378, and that's a 2,000 square foot. Let's see. It's a 1981 square foot on average 4.2.
And I think that's where Austin's running into problems, is that the median price for Austin is now 615, which has dropped. So I think that people seeing that drop, knowing that they can write offers under list price, will start getting people back in the buying pool. But for the most part, the median is still around 530. It came down from 530. It came down from 550 to 537. So 13,000. Somebody was asking about Round Rock. Round Rock, the median price is 507. So it's just under that median, and that fell as well. But going back to what I was saying though, is that the median price in Austin is so expensive that people are looking at places like San Antonio, or they're going, okay, well, if the median price, if I can afford 400, I can't really find anything in Austin, but I can still go to places in Florida. I'm going to go to places in Florida over Austin, or I'm going to go to San Antonio. You just have a longer drive. Are you seeing a lot of people, an uptick in sales, Trey, from people not wanting to buy in Austin?
Yeah, our team's getting a few phone calls, relocating actually more so to the Canyon Lake corridor. So 281 from the city of San Antonio all the way up to, I think it's Lake Travis, a little west of that, is a huge corridor where they're developing, and they actually want to move there instead of the 35 corridor. I guess people are thinking the 35 corridor is just too busy, and now they're using the other corridor, closing both corridors.
I think it depends on which way you take going to Austin. If you're taking the 281, I'll still think it takes even longer taking that than it does taking 35, even with all the headache. But
that's, and you were saying in Austin, there's about 4,500 homes for sale right now in the Austin MSA
that are vacant. So in the MSA, 4,500 are vacant.
We have almost double, 7,015 right now for sale. 6 months ago, it was 3,000.
Thanks for watching this short of the Real Amigos podcast. For more live streams, hit here. For more clips, hit here. We'll catch you on the next one.